Now this is where we start talking about the flow blueprints. The whole idea of blueprints is this is really a design conversation map or route or template that you want to build in order to really optimize the experience that you can create for all the people who come over to your messenger and start talking to you. So the whole purpose of building flows is actually very straightforward. First, we want to use this flow to save our time in terms of managing all these conversation, because most of the conversation can be segregated and routed into the right direction without our interference if we can build a very well thought through, well designed flow or blueprint or template. So this is the first thing that we want to achieve. Second thing that we want to achieve is that we want to be able to route our audiences to the right destination so that they can take the action that we want them to take faster. You see, when it comes to social media, remember, it's always about the instancy. So if you are able to give them the thing that they want faster, it will actually reduce the friction because put it this way, if I'm looking for it right now and you can give me the answer right now, okay, the chances of me taking the action is a lot higher compared to when they actually go back. You see, most of the time when we have all these PMs and comments coming in or the messages coming in, most of the time we don't have the time, or we are not in the position or in the condition to respond to them immediately. In fact, we can't. So when these things happen, the audience will actually get drifted off. They forgot about you, and eventually after that, when you communicate back to them by giving them the answer, it will actually prolong the whole process because they will actually not be there to respond to you on time, and by the time they realize, because it becomes something not urgent anymore, so by the time they have time to come back and look at you, they probably have bought from someone else's. So this is something that we want to reduce. So the whole idea of building flow is really to fit on the two purposes of us building the chatbot. First, we want to save our time by doing this faster in a more efficient way without much of our own personal or so-called the human interference into the whole process. Second thing is we want to be able to achieve better revenue, higher conversion, because when we are able to let them take the action there and then, we increase the likelihood of them buying from us. So that's the two purpose of building a flow. So the whole idea of building flow is really that. Okay, so we have a few flows that I have already designed for you. First, we have the education and training industry. We have real estate industry and property industry. These are two different things. I purposely built two because in a way although they are in a way similar, however, they serve entirely different purpose. And then we have a flow designed for restaurant and cafe. And then if you run event or seminar, I have a flow for that as well. And network marketing professionals. So this could be applicable to, let's say, MLM or insurance agents, or those will agents or financial professionals, because eventually, this is a flow that is designed to gather more information about your audience, which can give you more data to analyze and to respond in accordance to their needs or to their category. And of course, we have the other one, which is an e-commerce business. So these are currently the flows that I've already designed, which is included. What you can do is, whenever you have picked a flow that you go into, I strongly recommend that you go through all the flows possible. However, it may not be applicable to you, which is fine. Let's say if you are a real estate professional, for example, you can look at the flow, how we actually design the whole thing, and then you can download the template right away, and you can print it out, of course, and you can start using that template or so-called the blueprint that we have designed for you to start customizing your own flow. Okay, and remember, once you have built up your flow, you need to test it, and when you test it, when you need any feedback and all that, you can always bounce it back to our Facebook group. No worry, you can just send the flow over and we will do our very best to give you some suggestions about how to optimize the whole flow. And on top of that, if you need help building your flow, of course, we offer this as a service. Our service including the flow design and optimization, which is, it could be a 1 month to a 3-month engagement, where we will help you perfect the flow along the way as well. So this is where we go into the Facebook Messenger Chatbot flow blueprints. And after the introduction, we will dive into each and every one of the flows that we will be discussing here. I can't wait for it. So let's get into it.